Hey everybody. Sorry I started a little bit late, but I'm here. I just needed a nap. I woke up early this morning, but I'm here. Hopefully people will show up. Just right here. Here we go. I will be right back. Be right back. Yeah. What? Hey,
What's up, man?
how are you?
Half asleep.
I know. I took a nap and I. Sorry, I said 6:30. I was like took a nap and I literally just remembered what I was doing later today. So I ran and came. So I'm sorry it started a little bit late. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Playing something and then never. So what was I gonna say? So what's out of all your Transformers you have? What's your favorite? Like
Oh,
toy wise.
oh, the Fans Toys Road King. It's like Motor Master. It's a third party Motor Master.
So what's the
This right here.
and who is that supposed to be?
Motor
Wasn't that
Master.
Mega Motor Master?
Yeah, he's a Stunticon from season 2.
He was never in the Bay films, was he? Motor
No, no,
Master.
no, 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 no. This is most of the stuff that I have is just like
From the
Masterpiece.
old cartoon movie.
It's well, they're newer toys like Masterpiece. What they call Masterpiece, which like looks like the cartoon and actually transforms into the vehicles and stuff. Ooh,
Uh-huh.
you know what? I'm on Firefox. I know it's a bunch of background noise. Let me jump out and come back in on Chrome. It'll sound a lot better. I'll be
You're
right back.
good. Alright. I'll be right back. Oh, what? There we go.
Sorry about
You
that.
good?
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I'm laid back. Unless it's hockey, then like last night I was, you know, not happy, but I kind of figured it would be the way it is. So you were saying,
Yeah.
so you're more, so you're basically saying it would have been in the cartoon.
It looks like the cartoon, the original toys. They maybe like the truck and car modes and jet modes look like the cartoon. The robot modes usually didn't look like that, and they were like bricks. They didn't even move. I mean, maybe the arms would move slightly. That was it. They didn't. They had like 2 points of articulation, but I mean, they were like. But they're like masterpiece and third-party masterpiece figures that like look like the cartoon, and they also transform into the trucks and stuff. But they're retarded expensive. I'm probably like done with buying that stuff. I can't really afford to spend the ludicrous amounts of money, but I've got actually too much of the stuff that like I have some that like stored, but like they look like the show, and then like transform to and the insane engineering. This thing right here turns into like it has a trailer with it, like it's a truck. A truck and trailer. The trailer is folded up on its back. It's like crazy engineering with it.
So I don't know. Here, let me see if I can get a better. Let me see if I'm kind of following along, but I'm not. Was more always like G.I. Joe. I mean, I knew what Transformers were, but I was never into it. Like, I was the only one I know besides the old cartoon is the Bayverse, but I know people kind of hate the Bayverse. But
it's not that well. It's one of those things. Yeah, it's like if you grew up.
So
in the
80s, you're talking like this.
Yes, like Generation One, like the original. Well, they call it Generation One because it was basically Transformers. The original that came out in 1984. They look like the cartoon. And yeah, they're high end collectibles and stuff like that geared towards older people. It's not stuff, and most of it's like Hasbro has some of the stuff, but it's mostly third party companies like that and they're like die cast rubber tires, all kinds of crazy stuff like that, but ridiculous expensive
though. Let me see. How bad was this one? Because it didn't seem bad, but I mean,
animated was pretty cool. It was. I didn't care that much.
Now I figure everybody, like all the diehards, would like this better than.
Yeah, I didn't care for that animation style. You know how like they look kind of like weird and rounded. Yeah, I didn't really care for that, but the story, the show was actually pretty good, and it had some good voice acting too. And a lot of people love that, and that's their favorite. Animated is their favorite. Like younger people younger than me.
So Beast Wars. So correct me if I'm wrong. So basically, Transformers, the old so this came out early, like
1984,
80s.
Yeah, Beast Wars came out in the 90s. What happened was Transformers kind of officially went to about 89, 90 or so, and then they kind of drew a line under it and said, okay, that's Generation 1. And then they had what they called Generation 2. It was a brief comic run, like 12 issues, and they kind of re-aired the original cartoon and put some CG graphics in front of it. And it was like for a couple of years they had a couple of mostly like they reissued the old toys and kind of added some gimmicks to it and stuff, but it was not, it didn't really do that well. But in the, like, I believe in 1996 they had Beast Wars, and basically it wasn't Optimus Prime and Megatron, it was Optimus Primal and Megatron. It was way in the future, and it eventually tied back into G1, but like a handful of crew went, they followed, they were on Cybertron, Autobot, Maximals and Predacons. And what they did was they were the descendants of the Autobots and Decepticons, and like the show starts out, it's this one ship chasing another ship, and they wind up going back in time, and you come to find out they're on prehistoric Earth. And they're kind of they're trying to save the future, and it's a bunch of stuff, and they kind of, it ties back into Generation 1. They're all in stasis, crashed in the volcano in the original ship, the Ark, that has all of the characters from the original cartoon in it. It's it's a very good show.
And then somehow so basically somehow instead of cars, they instead.
Yeah, what they did was when they went to prehistoric Earth, there was so much raw energon, as they called it, it short-circuited their robot forms. So they adopted animal forms to protect themselves from getting shorted out. And that's how they threw in like the whole animal stuff. And a lot of people didn't like it because
and then you have the insectoids. You have the insects.
They had insects, they had bugs, then like dinosaurs, gorillas, rhinoceros, rat,
cheetahs,
spiders, cheetah, all kinds of stuff.
Did you see the live action?
Yeah, the Rise
one
of the
they did.
Yeah.
Was it was it bad or was it?
Not very good. Not very good at all. There's too much stuff in it. They didn't do Optimus Prime.
So basically, they crammed too much of the animal, the beast.
Yeah, they threw all of that in there, but it wasn't. It was a different continuity. They threw it all in there together, and it was like they didn't do Optimus Prime right. It was just a big jumbled mess, is what it was, and it wasn't very good.
So they still don't know what they're doing lore-wise.
No. As far as live action stuff like that, and in that newest movie, animated movie, it looks like dog shit. That's all. It looks absolutely terrible. That trailer is the most cringiest thing I've ever seen. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but good.
No,
it's awful.
I tried to watch Bumblebee, the solo movie. I mean, I know much as I know about Bumblebee. I knew he used to be in the cartoons was a BW bug, not a what I want to say Charger is what they made him in the favorite Camaro. I don't know why I said Charger for some weird reason, but anyways, but yeah, I didn't mind it. I wish it would have been bug instead of a Camaro, but lore wise, it would have been better if it would have been, but it didn't bug me too much now that I look back on it, but I see where everybody was like,
Yeah, I didn't mind the first Michael Bay movie, the 2007 one. I think it's pretty good. I still think it's the best one out of all of the live action movies. The Bumblebee movie was pretty good. The first 5 minutes of the Bumblebee movie were great. All the robots looked, they looked exactly like they should look from like the cartoon, but they never really did anything after that. They just, I don't know. Paramount's run, whoever's running the Transformers license are retarded, except for the people doing the Skybound comics. The Skybound comics, those are good. The new comics.
So you would say buy them? Is what you're saying?
They're the first. They have 7 out right now. The first 6, the first story arc is 1 through 6. That's the best Transformers story arc in comics that I have read out of all the Transformers books that I've read, and I've read damn near all of them. It's the best story wise I think I've ever read. Yeah, it's fantastic. I would highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of. I haven't touched any of the Bay. I haven't touched any of them in forever, so I'm trying to remember what the order was. Because I almost thought Dark of the Moon was 2, but then I realized it's not.
Revenge of the Fallen. There's Transformers
Yeah,
2007,
I don't.
2009.
Yeah, I
Revenge of the Fallen.
remember. I remember. I don't remember if I saw it in theaters or I saw it on. I forget where. Like I remember it now. I don't like the whole human part. I was always more on. You know what it kind of felt like? It kind of felt like King Kong, like the Godzilla King Kong stuff. Where
Yeah,
it's like
no one
they
cares
have the
about
human.
No one cares.
Like
about
no one
humans.
cares about the human part. I'm like, I don't know. It's just that's what I feel like.
They don't, but they continue to want to cram that stuff in there and act like
Yeah.
you can't have this without a human connection. No one cares about humans.
The only one time I did like the human part was a Freeway cartoon they did. I'm trying to look it up to remember. Don't start my hands. I know it. I know it wasn't the original one. I feel like if my memories, no, it can't be the. What year did that one? I feel like it was. I don't want to hit a video. I was always more Star Wars G.I. Joe. But I didn't get into. I mean, I'm still not into Transformers like a diehard, but I'll watch it if it comes across. You know. But trying to remember. I feel like it was not this one. Let's see. Can't remember. Can't remember, but I haven't watched the cartoon in forever. I used. Did you see any cartoons ever? Like
What?
Did you ever watch any of the cartoons? Like besides the movie, like the '80s or whatever year that came out? Be like, can't remember which one had it. I never saw this one.
I've watched everything. I've watched everything. I even watched the first season of Earthspark. And oh my!
I think I saw this. I think this is the one that I didn't mind.
That's the one from 2015, Robots in Disguise.
Yeah, because I remember it was on. I forget what channel. Like, yeah, pretty sure it was this one.
That's animated.
You know, yeah. It was one of them, and I like how they did it with the human part. That I didn't mind that how they did it. But yeah. So what else are you into besides Transformers? Or is it all just Transformers?
Alien stuff too. I enjoy aliens, that kind of thing.
Did you watch all? So you've seen everything, like?
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm not. See, I'm not a horror like scary movie kind of guy. I was now. People can laugh at it. I don't care. The only mummy that is true to me besides the old gray and white and black older ones was the phrase "your mummy is my mummy." Now I agree the one in China they did, the last one they did, was not great. Now that I look back on it, but I used to be like, "Oh, it's not that bad." I see, like, now it's not a sequel trilogy bad, but it's not, you know, but um, yeah. So, are you excited for the new one they're doing?
Yeah, yeah, it looks from what I've read and seen, it looks good. Yeah, I
I
have
just can't.
hope for it. So it's not for everybody. The alien thing is not really for everybody because there's really only two good movies. The one from 1970, the original from 1979, and then James Cameron's sequel in 1986, and the rest are mid to trash.
So your team Alien versus you don't like Predator any of the Predators.
Oh, I love the Predator and Predator 2 and the Predators movie, but the Alien versus Predator movie are,
Breaks lore
are
technically.
garbage.
Uh, I mean, I thought it was a cool idea, but
Yeah, the idea is cool, and the games are awesome, and there's some excellent Dark Horse comics, but the two movies were trash.
and then I'm assuming you even hate the what's the uh,
Prometheus,
yeah. I know what they were. I just couldn't had it on the tip of the tongue. That
yeah, Prometheus
wasn't
and
coming.
Alien Covenant. Don't Prometheus. They're okay. They're not really that great. I don't care
It
for them
was
that
just
much.
funny. I'm like, yeah. Like I know of every one of them. I've never seen a lick. Only I remember the first time I even knew Alien was like this pulp, not pulp, pop culture phenomenon. Was I was at Hollywood Studios in Disney World, and they had it on the wall, not wall, on that great movie run. The scene where you're like going through like every movie,
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Oh, cool, we're going through Star Wars." And then I was like, "Yeah, this is not what I." And then you realize, I mean, yeah, yeah, it was not my, but I was younger then. I haven't really gone to Walt Disney World in forever. Um, I always went to California Disney more than Orlando. But that was only because cousins and everything were in California, so we always made it a family affair. Whoever wanted to, we would go. But I don't. I mean, I'll see. I'm not anti. I mean, I don't like how what they're doing now, but I'm not total. You gotta sell all your stuff kind of person. I just keep it in it just for sentimental value. Like I'll show you, but you just make sure. Hopefully Steve shows up. Hold on a second. Let me just shimmy my computer over. Let me see. Let me make sure I actually did this right. Unlike before, but so are you in the sports or no?
I like the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
Yep. And at one point in time, I did watch some Auburn football as well. college football.
I'm kind of screen nerd. Sometimes it wants to work, and sometimes it doesn't want to work for me. But anyways, but so did you ever get that poster signed behind you?
Oh no. That was I wish I could get the one. That one. I would love that one right there. I'd love to get that one signed. But the artist is Don Figueroa. I follow him on Twitter, and he is a super cool guy. He's like my favorite Transformers artist. I'd love to get that signed. The other one is Pat. They did that was Pat Lee. He was. I like some of his stuff too. A lot of people criticized his stuff and the way that there was Dreamwave Comics came out in like the early 2000s, 2002, I believe it came out. They had a Transformers license and it went bankrupt after like I want to say in 2004 or 5. 2005, I think they went bankrupt, and it really sucked because everybody was really liking their stuff, but the dude who owned it mismanaged it, and they went bankrupt.
Here, this is since my phone wants to not work right now. Now I don't have. I mean, don't worry, I'm not on my phone for this part. I just normally use my phone for my second, like showing off stuff per se. So, so I have. So this is what I was talking about. I want to say it was Wicket, is what it's supposed to be. But anyways, I don't know where the headscarf is, but I still have them. But so that's what I was talking about. But yeah. No, you're fine. I was like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm not doing it myself.
I'm struggling, dude. You see, this eye is like it's barely open from the other eye. It's like I'm trying over here, but I stayed up way too late on
Nerds.
Common Nerd stream, and barely
I'm
had any
shocked.
sleep.
I'm shocked he's not as he's gonna be one tired dude because he still has.
I can't. He's still. I can't. I can't do that. I don't know how he does it.
No, I don't. I don't even know that I could do 12 hours. To be honest.
Yeah.
Unless I did like a 9 a.m. to what would it be? 12 hours from 9 a.m. would be 9 p.m., right? Or no? Can't make whatever.
Yeah, 12 is like 9 or something like that. I could, like, I've worked.
No, I can do that easy.
I've worked 12-hour shifts before, 24 hours. No,
yeah.
I can't. I can't.
So all I can say is I will never do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, me either. I can't.
No. I mean, younger me could, but I don't know that I would actually work on. But me. And the problem was I didn't know. I was trying to figure out what time I was getting home from shopping today. I didn't know that until probably before I sent the message. I thought I would know in the morning, and the morning was like, it was a morning. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't. So I was like, yeah. See, this was my, let me see if I can, now, since my other way to show it. I can't show it, but 1990. If I can spell right. Spell. I don't even. Problem is, like, I don't here. I forgot that was trying to find it. Problem is, I was a kid and I didn't think it was. As a kid, you get it to play with, not for the value. I mean, it's not in horrendous shape by any means, but I can tell you definitely it wasn't this version. I feel like I want to say it was maybe
I have that one. The previous one. I have the Empire Strikes Back version of that.
Did you I just remember
I
remember it had the little black, like I forget which side it was, but it had the little like push noise.
Like that one right there, that right there, top left, that's the one I had. Still, yeah, I still have the box too.
I didn't.
I've got the ramp. One little piece, there's a ramp, and one of the little clips on that ramp is broken. Other than that, I got all the pieces and all the stuff works on it and everything. The landing gear is kind of crap. The landing gear won't stay up. It never did stay up. But at one point in time, that might have been worth a better one. At one point in time, that might have been worth some money, but they ruined Star Wars.
I mean, I got it when I was a kid. If I ever can figure out where I know I have all this stuff. The problem is I always played with it, and I remember I never had it like with the legs on it, but I had the where you could technically stand it. I never did because I just always picked them up and acted like in my mind they walked out, but I never. Let me see if 1990.
Yeah, before I did like Star Wars before like Transformers came out. Star Wars was cool. I had some Star Wars stuff, some figures and whatnot. Every kid in the early '80s had Star Wars stuff.
Let me see if no, it wasn't that. It was more. I can't trying to figure out which one it would have been. Toy. I'm banking on. I wouldn't be shocked if it's not. Yeah, it was like this one almost. So it had to be because you see how the legs were.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that part. And the dish was like mine.
That looks like the same mold as the original '80s one, but like different colors and different painted stuff on there. It's I think it's the same mold, but that's what it looks like. I know they reissued that mold several times, but
I know it wasn't. I know it's older, like the older one. I mean, I don't know, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So and then I had. Let me see. I'll bring it back up. My favorite one that I still I remember from is I don't know. Here's my problem with the one that I'm about to share with you. I don't know that I ever had the pilot for this. I remember this. Hey, it makes me feel better that you see how the little pointy.
Hey, the little Naboo thing, cool. Yeah. So
I
you
had
see, man,
that.
you grew up with it. You grew up with like the prequel stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wasn't this edition? It was the older. It looked like this almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the cool thing is,
That's actually a pretty cool looking ship design. I thought it looks cool, and there were a crap ton of toys.
I don't remember the box. I don't remember much because it was. I mean, I remember having it, but um, I don't. I assume they came with the character, but I don't know where the character would have been in my collection because I don't remember using them. I remember I have Pinaka with the audit where you have the little um or figures. Like I remember they had the little I'm trying to find it. Like they had the little if
See,
you not
you grew up with the figures that actually kind of looked like it. Scroll up a little bit. Look at that. Click on that. Scroll down just a tad. Right. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right there. You see the vintage Star Wars action figures, like that right there, where
like
it's got
those?
Luke. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
These?
no, not those. That is what we grew up with. If you think, look at that Luke Skywalker on the left.
That is not
It
no.
doesn't look anything like Mark Hamill. That was what we had, like when
No,
Kenner.
that was fine.
Yeah, it just trips out though because they got so good with the way that the figures looked, especially like in the '90s and early 2000s and stuff like that. They made the figures look like the characters in the movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there's a few of the old toys that look like Chewbacca looks kind of like it, so does C-3PO and R2-D2, and then Boba Fett looks kind of like it. Princess Leia, like you can tell that's Princess Leia because it's like a girl and there's like the bun hair stuff. Like some of the other stuff was just that's some of that '80s stuff, man. It was not very show accurate. You know what I mean? It didn't really
Yeah.
look that great. Like you get the Han Solo figures. It was just like that didn't look anything like Harrison Ford. But
Now this is I never kept when it came to toys, I didn't start keeping everything uniform to how they should be until I
yeah,
got older. Because
yeah,
toys is toys.
well, I was really OCD when I was a kid. I kept all of the transform. I had a ton of Transformer stuff, but I kept everything with it. The box, the inserts, the used sticker sheets.
See, I have
weird.
this.
Oh yeah,
I
cool.
have
That's
that.
like the pre X-wing thing. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I have that. Now I wish it looked. It's a little dented, but it's a toy.
Yeah, well, I
So,
mean, you played with it and stuff like that. Yeah.
so trying to figure out. I remember Star Wars did a Transformer, but I can't.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
Oh, I have this. I don't know that it looks like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. There was the Star Wars Transformers. I never got those because I just kind of thought that they were. I was like, yeah, it was weird. Like the Darth Vader
no, I don't. No, I
Darth
don't
Vader
blame you.
transformed into the Death Star, and then I think like it was just it was kind of weird.
No, I thought Darth Vader. This says Darth Vader.
No, a TIE fighter. Okay, never mind. But I
TIE
think there was
fighter.
one where he transformed into the Death Star. I might be wrong though.
I never had.
I
I
never
never
got any
had.
of them. I just remember seeing them because I was
That's so
like,
weird because I don't
they're
remember this.
robots.
I don't remember. The only one I ever got was this. Was this one? I didn't. I mean, it wouldn't shock me about the other, but anyways.
Yeah, It's weird. They made them robots. It's strange. It's one of those weird crossovers. I never got any of them because I was just like,
Yeah.
I looked at them and I was like, that is, it's part of one thing, part of the other, and it doesn't appeal to me from either Star Wars or Transformers. Yeah.
I remember a family friend like had all like the G.I. Joe carrier.
Holy shit, he had the giant aircraft carrier.
Yeah, and he was around my
That
age.
thing is like 6 feet long.
That's
man.
why I'm like,
I was like, holy dude, that thing, man. You know what that thing goes for now? It's like a couple $1,000s. I watched a video of a dude.
I don't think it was in mint condition, obviously, but
Right.
I mean, it looked good for what it was.
Dude, I want to say the thing was $100 or $200 when it came out. I remember in the 80s seeing it. I never knew anybody that was rich enough to have the thing, but it was awesome, man. I saw a video.
But I don't. You know what I think of right now? I don't think it was the original, like the '80s version. I think it was like they redid it. Is what I think they did, like in the '90s. Oh, let me see if check one thing. I'm hoping I find this by just typing it. Oh, Jojo.
I saw a video that some dude put out a couple months ago, and somehow there's no telling what he paid for it. He got a new, unopened USS Flag aircraft carrier, and he unboxed it in a video, like opened it. I was like,
you know what it might be? And you know what? This wasn't the old. I feel like it was this one. Is what he had. Now that I think of it, now that I'm looking at a picture, is what I feel like it was. But I could be. I mean, I haven't talked to him in forever. But I remember these. Now these weren't G.I. Joe by any means, but I remember having these. But there's that. I mean, it was basically, yeah. But there's that. And I just realized I didn't see what I was talking about. Stupid. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this StreamYard. I used to always just do everything on my phone.
mm-hmm.
StreamYard and everything. So now that I have a laptop, I'm like, let's try another idea out. Well, that's what this is basically. So it's not it'll get polished some point, but I remember this is probably you don't even know what I'm talking about, but basically I remember this. Now I never had these. Like had this carrier.
That's cool. That's cool though, man. I would have used the G.I. Joes on that thing. It looks like maybe Fisher Price. Oh, it is Fisher Price. Yeah, man. I know Fisher Price. I can look at stuff and see. Hey, they made some stuff, dude. We used to have a parking deck, a Fisher Price parking deck. I used that thing for my Transformers base when I was a kid.
You know let me see if I remember Costco had a G.I. Joe, like a 2-pack. I want to say it was a 2-pack. G.I. Joe, like a vehicle 2-pack.
Yeah.
I don't remember what year it was, but I remember I have it. G.I. Joe Costco. What was it? Was it this? Oh, it was this. Of course, I don't have it in the package. But here, let me get it ready really quick. Let me see if I can get a better picture. I was still acting kind of. So let me see. Trying to get it set. Now this is blurry because I blew it up a bunch. But I still have two of these. Now they're not in the box again. But where is it? There we go. All right. So I remember getting these versus I remember watching the Valor versus Venom stuff. So
Yeah.
I have these.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, one is damaged, but I don't remember how it got damaged. And the nice thing about these is you see the little hinge. You could, I know you can, but you can pull out the back on the G.I. Joe Humvee, I want to say. And you could technically set, like, you could open it up a little bit, the back part. But yeah. So I used to, so that's what my childhood as far as like action figures. Now I was more into, can't think of, I want to say it's the Lady J, if I remember right. But I don't remember my G.I. Joe lore. Let me see if I can remember. Lady. Wait, that really made her blonde? There's no way. Oh, but it is the probably a remake. Let me see if I remember.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna refill my coffee. Be right back.
You're good. You're fine. Well, there was Lady J. Am I thinking of the wrong? You know, I have the hawk in the background. Well, Steve will be happy. There we go. Um, exactly the one I had. How funny is that? Take me a second. Wait for these little shit back up. Um, Yes. Probably should have done this. Not all no, but um You back?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back.
You want to know my favorite G.I. Joe? I mean, obviously. Here,
What's
I'll
up?
show you that. I have this. Let me just do this real quick. See, this is what I have. This exact one. I mean, it's probably a little have better wear, but
Is
I
it the one?
remember.
Is that a 3 3/4 inch GI Joe like Scarlet?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a few of those that came out in 2008. I've got a Cobra Commander. I've got a Snake Eyes. I've got like a Flint. I got a handful of them because they came out with like it was like the 25th anniversary and stuff like that, and they were freaking awesome.
yeah. They're like this
They were
one, but
they
they
were
were.
really, yeah, they were very show accurate. I had the hooded Cobra Commander. I had Battle
I
Mask
don't think
Cobra
I ever had
Commander.
Cobra. I don't think I ever had Cobra Commander.
I had the
I
battle
had.
armor Cobra Commander too. I had like 5 or 6 of them. They're pretty cool. I had
I think I
uh
have. Yeah, I have this. I don't know. Alley Viper. I have this one. I think, or one of the. Yeah, honestly, I know it wasn't a redhead, but I honestly didn't mind. This is the one and only time I didn't mind not being a true redhead, like the toy.
yeah.
I forget who actually played her, but I was like, see, I wish it would have been red, like it had a red tint to it, but it got close to it enough in my eyes that it was, um, but trying to figure out. Let me s- Um, okay, let me see if I can remember what the first one was. Let me see what I now I don't. Yeah, I never had. I'm trying to look through these really quick. I never had any of them. What am I stupidly doing? Um, never had either of these. Now, I remember the bigger figures too, like the doll, almost like Barbie, but it's doll. But it wasn't. It wasn't quite this. It was more like the older version, like the bigger size. Trying to think. I remember. See, this is my Destro, not Destro. Why am I calling? Why did I call Storm Shadow Destro? I don't know. See, I'm have a wake up from an app. I should have waited a second to kick in, but I knew I had to start it because I said it. You know. See, that was my like I if I went to go look at it, I don't. The problem is I'll go look at it for at some point.
Wasn't there a
I
cartoon I watched? I think there was wasn't there a Valor versus Venom cartoon?
It was a movie. I know
Okay.
that much.
I
Was it?
watched. I've seen
So
all of those
here,
animated GI Joe. Like I've seen the Renegades, Sigma Six, all that stuff. I've watched a lot of it. I dig it.
I honestly, I don't know how Breaking War it is, but I didn't mind it. But I was a kid when it came out, like like the prequels. I honestly didn't mind the the anime G.I. Joe. Now it's
Yeah.
not my favorite. I rather watch this 10 times over this. But for what it wasn't bad. Um, or at least I was worried. I flanked for a second. I'm like, please tell me I didn't hit play. Um, but I don't remember. Um, I don't know that I have that Duke. I feel like it was an older Duke. I gotta go look through it again. Um, but I feel like I, I remember some of them. See if I see these. I know I didn't have. Let me see if I can blow this up better. Stupid ads. Let me see if I can blow this up. Now I have. I'm pretty sure I have this. I never had him. Mine was like the older Duke. Give me give me 1 second. Let me see if I can go see if I can um grab see if I can find it really quick. I will be right back. Nice thing is if I hear like someone pop in, I have it so I can hear someone. So I'll be back if someone does pop in, but I'll be right back. I promise.
No.
So I'll look through probably um like in a week or two. The I know there's somewhere I know I ain't get rid of them, but the problem is it's all moved halfway across country like 2 years ago, and it's still not like organized. It's just thrown in a unfinished. So I will find it, and I'll believe me, I will take pictures of the toys. I just don't know where they're at. So I thought I knew where, thought I could find them easily, but I have I haven't got rid of any of them. But the nice thing is, 2 weeks I should be able to find more retro like the console games stuff. So once I figure that out, I'll probably go through and take a couple, look through that anyways too. I'm at it if they're right next to each other, but yeah, but yeah. Um. So who? So what's the story of that cat thing on your screen? Is that a transformer? Like a
Oh no, that's from Bleach, the anime. It's like a stuffed lion
Okay.
It's funny because what it is like in Bleach, they're like Shinigami. They're supposed to be these or soul reapers. That's some of the characters in Bleach. They're like spirit. It has to do with the spiritual world. Anyway, they take this. It's a lot of stuff to do with souls and whatnot, and they have these little pills. It's like a mod soul thing, and they put it in this stuffed animal, and it's this perverted little tripping out dude that is always running around looking up girls' skirts and stuff like that. It's hilarious. It's like that little stuffed animal running around doing all this hilarious stuff, and it's funny. You'd have to watch the anime. It's like it'd be really hard for me to explain all of it. It's just a tripping out little a stuffed animal that's like alive that runs around.
No, I hear you. I don't get it exactly, but I was like, I always saw that, and I almost typed
what the hell is it?
I almost typed it, and I'm like, no, he probably said it, and I'm like, I'm gonna have him on some point, so I'll do it.
Yeah, that's some Bleach. It does it unless you know what's going on. It's just sitting there. You're just like, what the hell is this stuffed animal doing there?
Oh, like that's not a transformer.
Yeah, it's actually like it's got little straps on it, like a backpack. At one time, they sew straps on him, and they use him to carry stuff around. And he's always like just running around saying all this perverted, saying all this.
So like so almost like how perverted, like Deadpool almost, sort of. Not
really. He's just he's like it's just a little funny character that runs around.
No, like I'm just saying where it's like breaking fourth.
It doesn't. It doesn't talk to the audience. It just talks to it's a character that runs around and does absurd stuff because it's a stuffed animal that's alive. It's completely absurd and hilarious.
But I thought I was gonna have other people. Let me just see if never heard the yes or no, so I'm trying to see if he'll pop in, but yeah. But so what's your favorite fast food spot to go to?
I don't really go to a lot of fast food, man. It's too expensive.
If you could choose one, like I'm talking like Burger King or like Taco Bell or
Chick-fil-A probably.
You know what I really I just always get the nugget. You know the funny thing that I haven't tried till more recently? I tried the ice cream cone. Man, I don't know what they put in that ice cream, like the ice cream. It's the best ice cream, like fast food ice cream I've had in a while. Next time you go to Chick-fil-A, whenever you do, get the cone. I forget what they call it. But
I would, but like I don't.
I don't blame you.
I don't eat. No, I don't eat. I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat. I try to have just about cut sugar and junk food completely out. Man.
I should be doing that right now, but I'm like,
I slacked off for a while when I had like these hernia surgeries, but I've gotten back onto it, and I'm kind of a psycho about that, man. Like not eating sugar and stuff like that. I'm hopelessly hooked on diet soda, though. I don't care if it gives you cancer or not. I honestly just don't give a shit.
You know the funny thing is, I got let's see. But sorry, problem is I have StreamYard X, I always used to say Twitter, whatever. So I was checking to see if someone was coming. But I finally got the answer. Um, but what was I gonna say? I I normally I won't watch sports um on TV during the regular season unless it's on or it's the playoffs because I'm like baseball takes too long. Football, like pros are like I don't like the direction they went it. With all what
Baseball is one of those things. Not a lot of people like it. Think it's real boring.
now
I can
I'll
I can watch the Atlanta Braves all day long, man.
I'm
I
saying
love
on TV. Now if I got tickets to baseball in person, like stadium, I would go tenfold. But you know,
Yeah, I can watch it on TV.
it's
Other
it's
people think it's boring. I can sit there and I can watch it all day. I don't know. Something about it, man. I love
no, I
Atlanta
get
Braves.
you.
I
I'm
watched
that
them when I
way.
was in college and watched them with my dad before that when I was like in high school. Not a lot of people can, man. Most people think it's boring and awful and torturous and stuff like that. And I understand that, man. I
Oh,
completely.
here's a question: do you like how they made it shorter, or do you wish they would have never touched the length of the baseball game? Like how
Oh, I
long
didn't
it
even.
is?
I don't even know. I didn't even know that they did that. I hadn't paid attention enough.
It was more recent. I feel like it was like it. I want to say it was more like a year ago. Like it could be 2 years ago. It wasn't. It wasn't that long ago. But I mean, I just like hockey's quick. Football is quick unless you get like a drug out. One overkill. You have a good team versus like a horrible team, then I won't watch it. I like 4 years ago finally broke me out of watching the NFL all the time. Like no matter who is playing. It's kind of easy too when your pro team is horrible and you really don't care about watching, you know.
Yeah.
And you're like you finally break the cycle and you're like, oh, so this is what it's like when you're not watching football every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. You
Yep.
know? But
I used to like college football a lot, but like
I transitioned to college.
I didn't really keep up with that because Auburn's been terrible for the last several
Yeah, what
years, and I'm just like, don't care.
what happened? I mean, they used to
Auburn's
be they
always
were
been
at it.
terrible. It is like they'll be good for a
Yeah,
couple.
but wait,
They'll
wait,
be good
wait.
for a
But
couple of years, and then it's just they fall off a cliff.
yeah, but Auburn, at least Auburn, and then Vanderbilt, where they're like always bad no matter what. Football
Yeah,
wise, it could
but
be worse.
I it's still I still no matter how terrible it is Auburn is, I'm still sort of kind of a fan, sort of.
Yeah. I used when I was a kid. Um, I used to. I don't know. I gotta go figure out where all this stuff is. But anyway, I had a Hey Raquel, you know what I should do? Puppy. You know where I'm gonna put it. Give me 1 second. We just do this one thing. There. I forgot I put it in an older do it double. that would actually make sense. Um, but I don't like. I used to love the Super Bowl because of the commercials too, and they're not even some of them. They're not funny like they used to be. I don't know if it's just they overdid the funniness, so they're trying to dial it back thinner. But it was just yeah, just stuff like that. But um, what was I gonna say? Um, but yeah, you know, I I don't. I agree with you. I'm not gonna go see that new animated Transformers movie, but the animation looks good
I think it
as
looks
far as
awful. I think it looks like dog shit. All of it. I
the,
can't stand the designs. I think yeah, it looks like kitty childish trash to me. So sorry. I hate it.
um. What else? What else can I think of? Um, I haven't seen anything good TV wise besides Fallout. What else? So, is there anything other stuff you want to show off, like Transformers stuff?
I don't know. I got stuff laying around here. It's just
Too
it's
clutter.
yeah. It's just it's I don't know. I'm just kind of
Yeah,
it's
the problem is I'm running it. Like I know how you feel. I have all these Legos, and I'm running out of room. I have the Rogue One that like I'm gonna say was a not a, pretty sure it was a U wing, but um I'll take it. Now I don't like the Ahsoka show. To be clear, let me just get these in the somewhere I can actually what's it, where I can't remember what Twitter group I mean which account I'm on. So I can actually post them on the right. Let me send them to myself. Let me see if I can pull up. Trying to. So it's messy. Let me just make sure this is the one. So what I was going for on this one, I gotta redo it again. Um, but so I need what I really need is what I kind of need at some point. I needed a second black one and I make it. There's a spot enough. If I had it my way, I would have it two like one skinny and one another one next in the after it down on the bottom, like keep it going like a long one. I would have made a city out of it, Um, and then let me see. So, but you saw the picture, right? Diesel.
Oh, your shell? Yeah.
So I have that's from the Ahsoka show. That's from Andor. That's the Razor Crest. That right there, I don't know if you can see. That's from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. What I do is I'll get to it'll make sense in a second. Where's the other? There we go. And then that's from the Ahsoka show. I want to say that's an A-wing. That's Mando. That the little blue one next to it is the clone ship from that animated show. That's Indiana Jones with Baby Yoda. So what I do is let me take a better picture. Let me take a second one. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey Raquel.
Hello. Greetings.
Hey, what's up?
Doing good. What are you guys talking about?
Just collectibles
Ah.
or whatever. It's just a hot pod.
Well, I have a lot of collectibles. Well,
You can show them off if you want.
oh, I would, but my camera's acting funny tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have mostly manga and anime figures in my shelves. I'm a big anime weeb.
Let me boot this up to.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Ah, you a fan of Bleach? I see a little Conan plushie in the back.
He didn't. Wade didn't know what that was. I was trying to.
I couldn't tell you. I was going to say Beyblade.
I was trying to
I
explain.
was going to say Beyblade for all I.
He was like, "What is that stuffed cat?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Cone." And I was trying to explain it, and I was like, "I can't explain this." I was like, "You just need to watch the show. He's a perverted little stuffed animal."
He's a mod soul, which is like a form of a pill. And Ichiko puts in the plushie.
Hey, you might as well.
And the plushie comes alive. But Cone is it like a figure that looks like a lion.
You know what it kind of looks like? It kind of looks like Yokai Watch. Raquel. To me, you might as well be
Yokai Watch. Are you talking about that orange cat?
Yeah, the whatever lion cat or whatever it was. He's
I'm not really familiar with Yokai Watch, but yeah, that orange cat. I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm eating pretzels.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was just trying to send it to myself because for some reason StreamYard is not wanting to work on my phone today. I don't know why it had to be today, but whatever. Okay, showed that one. All right. So let me see, make sure I do the right. So these are all the little minifigs that I have too many of that I just throw it in a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Versus that's how many I have total over. Now you'll see a Master Chief. You'll see, little hodge. The Yoshi. A turkey, like a turkey. Another Halo figure. The good cop, bad cop. I know it looks like a ninja, but I'm pretty sure it's the body of the ninja, blue ninja, but it has the face of a clone.
Hmm.
I you and this should be Loki, but I turned it into the sensei from the ninja, whatever the ninja show is. So that's another drawer. And so in here, when I go outside, do you hear that noise right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I use to transport the one that I'm going to use.
Mm-hmm.
So I have another one. Um, but
So
so that's what
are these Transformers or something
no, those
else?
are Legos.
Those are Legos. Okay.
So that now I have so basically I'm not a diehard Pokemon card person. I used to have them. I didn't. I could probably look to sell them, but I really why am I going to sell them when they're probably not worth much? They're not OG cards anyway, so they're not freaking much. Unless you get a random lucky 10.
Well, I suppose you can give it to Goodwill or some kind of collector that collects that sort of
No,
thing.
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not gonna send them off to the send them off to get graded is what I meant to say. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Photos. Speaking of. Yeah. Um, no, I have. Let me see. Let me pull up my Facebook. Let's see if I can. Hey, when you're trying to slide on your phone, like pictures, and you somehow can make it. Um, um, but, let's see if I can, see if I can, easier. Let's, but anyways, here's that. And I'm almost. Now I took all these. Let me get these. Let me get down to the back. See, what I do is I haven't done them like in a couple of days, but you see how this is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I took that. So that's what all the Legos you saw in that over on the, what do you call it, shelf or whatever. What I do is I take them in the 10 and then I just decide to make a different, photo. Um, so there's that. And then this isn't Lego, but I did take this.
It's really beautiful.
Dodger Stadium.
Mm.
And then this is what I
Dinosaur?
took. Yeah, it's the Lego Jurassic. It's blue. So I took that on an iPhone.
Is that like oh
It's
a
blue.
raptor?
Yeah, it's blue the Raptor.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, I took that. I didn't. It looks like I did it work to it. I didn't do nothing except you know, um, obviously took it, but that's my whole thing. But- so then we've been going for an hour and a little over an hour and a half. Is there anything else you two want to talk about?
Well, like what kind of games do you like the guys like to play?
Um, it was Fallout till the new update came out, and none of the stuff that I've been using wants to work. So I'm waiting. I will do a playthrough. I'm just waiting for them to fix it again, and then I will start it. So that I was messing around because I knew after the update came out. So I was like, "Oh, cool! Let's see what they did differently." Then I realized, you know, so I haven't touched Fallout much, but luckily I beat it before.
Yeah, my friend Milton, he was playing Fallout 4 yesterday, and there was a lot of graphical problems with it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's not good.
that's what everybody's saying.
Mm-hmm. I'm not that familiar with Fallout, with the video game series at least, but I do want to watch the show.
I would say watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
In
I'm
terms of oh, I'm sorry, Reed. In terms of my favorite video game, it has to be the original Spider-Man game, from PlayStation. Um, the
I agree with
PS1
you,
era.
but I'm since I'm gone for an hour. I gotta go feed the pups, so I'm gonna end it in it after I do and still I don't know. I'm definitely not going to do um another one tonight like I did last night. I'm only doing one and done, but I do have stuff coming out. Um I do have stuff in the pipeline. Probably not this week, so probably Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
Um but but yeah. Diesel, are you still there?
I think he stepped away from his computer.
Um, I was gonna show. Let me see if that's it. That's right there. Uh, so, let me do. Okay. I was waiting for him. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me put the unzoom in. Um, let me just see what he says. Really quick. See if he responds real quick. I mean, the nice thing is, let me just do this for. We'll do this part.
All right.
We're almost done. I don't want to do the merch part till I know Diesel is. Diesel is back. So the ninth thing is we are what did I? So we're almost 70. So we're climbing steadily, sort of.
Cool.
Ninth. Let's see. Problem is, it won't show the total how many I have, so I have to go to the studio. I'm at I had a do calculator like quick. Um, that way I don't say the wrong number. I'm going 87 from 1.5 for the let me get this set up. So I'm 87 from 1.5. Here's the merch store, like always. Feel free to grab if you feel inclined mugs, water bottles, camper mugs, stickers, little plushies. So there's that. We have organic stuff. We have men's shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, sportswear, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, men's and women's, aprons, stickers, little pens, hats, dog bandanas. Hopefully by next August I'll have a poster put together. But I had to work on that farther down the line. But you can get the normal, then you get the white glossy, or you get the transparent glossy. So there's that. So that's all there. would help if I get this right. So what do you got coming up, Raquel?
In a bit here, I'll be playing GTA 5 online with my friend Milton on my gaming channel. And then next week on my main channel on a Wednesday, I'll be doing a watch party of X-Men 97, episodes 7 and 8. And then maybe on a Thursday, I'll also be doing a hangout. And that's really it.
But thanks for coming by. Leave don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on the video. And before I almost end it, I forgot to do what I normally do. Let's go to let's see what else so I'm gonna send you over to the admin plan. You go over to this link and click and type this.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see you guys on the next.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
You're good. I don't blame you. You're tired.
No. My mom called, man. Sorry about that. My mom called and her taxes didn't go through, and she's having some issues with the computer thing like that, man. It was like kind of like an sort of emergency thing. Sorry about that, dude. It came up out of nowhere, man. She called while like
No, I do that. I get that. I had that happen last night on mine. I had to step away. I'm like, seriously, I hate when that happens. So since you're back, I will, just for, hey DJ, we're almost done. Really quick, is there anything else you want to say before we almost end? Diesel.
Oh, I was just gonna check out the stuff you had going on, man. I'm sorry I had that thing come up, man. You guys were going over some stuff, but like I was like,
do you have any streams coming up?
Wednesday should be on Common Nerds on Wednesday at 6 p.m. and then Iron Oxides Friday at 7 p.m. and that's Central Time.
So just for you, because I was like worried you were like you fell asleep. So I'm like,
I should have said something else more than that, but like my mom starts talking and she's older and she's like, you know,
no, you're good. You're good.
I know.
I know. Let me.
She thought she had her taxes done, and then she didn't, and she's having some issues. I got to set up the computer for her again tomorrow.
We're almost done. It won't be. And I know I gotta go feed you after I'm done, pup. Yes, I know you're a beggar right now, huh? Yeah, I know you want food. So organic men's, hat. I mean, they're trigger caps, and the cool thing is, if you don't like the one color, there's,
well, that's sweet, dude. That emblem you got going on is dope, dude. That's freaking awesome.
So it can be the one that now, for the record, I haven't tried any of these. There's only one thing that I haven't had. Can guarantee it why I stuck with this. I'll get to there in a minute. It's all out of order. But so you can do blue, like any of these colors, you can do it in that. It'll change as far as like the color and stuff, but black, um, gray, and then stickers. You can get them normal, glossy, and then transparent glossy.
You get all that stuff set up like that, man. That's like awesome.
Because you want, I'll get to it. I didn't set it up. I had a buddy of mine so I have an editor buddy of mine, and then I have a buddy that does all this. I just send him the stuff and he puts it up. So I do like this. I haven't used Teespring, but I'll get to why I've tried the shirt. It's really good for exactly how I wanted it. So before I get there, some point soon I will have socks. There will be more stuff. I just I didn't want to overwhelm them with his own.
That's awesome that you got that set up like that. Like I don't know anybody that's got that much merch set up for their channel, man, and that's like good stuff, dude. It was
a process.
If I wasn't completely and totally flat broke, I'd pick up a shirt right now. I actually I couldn't figure out how to cancel the StreamYard thing I was paying for because it was pulling out $25 every month, and now after it pulled out another $25, and I sat there for like a half hour trying to figure it out, and I wound up being able to cancel the thing this morning. I was like so mad. I was like, man, I need
so the cool thing is you can get different, like you can honestly, it's so easy. You can go in and like click, like see it before it gets shipped. It's that simple, but so there's that. You have a monkey, you have a teddy bear, you have a rabbit, you have a panda bear. Oh, I've totally forgot about this. Mouse pad. So there's that. Aprons. Now, what I'm going to say is, each their own. Don't get me wrong. I would probably go I wouldn't go white. That's just me. Unless you like the stuff. So there's that. And then since Rick Kells, been from the get-go. Let me find the original. Let me get the names really quick. I should have remembered where it's at, but anyways, where is it? No, it's not that. Let me see it. So this is the shirt, 2 shirts. I say I have 2 shirts, they're identical. So the only difference between this shirt right here and no, that's the same. Let me see if I can get. So the only difference between this and this one right here is, see how the back is black? That way, some people that don't want to be a walking billboard don't have to worry, that want a shirt can have a shirt.
Oh, is that an actual scan code on that other one?
Yeah. Because that will take you to. So that's all the merch store. And then let me get over, because that'll take you to. I was almost done, but let me see. I just gotta remember where. So it'll take you to. So all my. Let me get this stuff up again. Yeah, I gotta. I need to edit after I'm done with this. I need to make some shorts again for this channel. I just haven't done it because I was trying to get to 1.5 sooner than later. And don't worry, I will never do a 24-hour stream ever. I don't. That's not my style. I'll figure out a fun way to, get it done. So if you go to, if you click, go here. I know it's different on like mobile, but it's the same idea. You can either click here to get to the merch, or you can pop this up and it'll get you to Instagram. The QR code will take you to here. So get that. So all my gameplay. Now the only downside is what I'm gonna say is I need to start doing lives again. But they don't stay, at least for me. So now click this. All. So these will stay. So you can see plenty of like all of them from all the way from the beginning to the, all the way up if you want to. But you won't see anything here unless I do. But the nice thing is now that I can do this, I can get it over to the YouTube gaming channel quicker now than I used to. So that's the nice thing is because all I have to do is go in the back end and just send it over. So I don't really have to download it and then send it over per se. So that's where I do all the live gameplay stuff. As far as that. Maybe one day I will put it here and then put it in the StreamYard and connect it to the gaming. I'll mess with that later. But so there's that. But yeah, so that's all there. Let me just make sure before I send you that there's still live. I'm sending you to. At least we're not live. So I am going to send you to someone new. Let's send you over to. Let me see who. Let me see. There's still. No, we're not live still. So running through who I could send you to. You know what? Let me make sure he's still. Yeah, I'm gonna. So ignore this right here. You know what? If I could delete it, I would. But I'm going to use this. So I'm going to use this the same way, and I'm going to send you to someone new because go to this link and type that in, and I will see you guys. Let me just do one more thing before I do this. Switch. So I have next stream will be the I had to go in and delete that. Whoops. That's what this was supposed to be. So I'll delete that. Next one will be at 6 p.m. on next Thursday. So if anybody wants to, I will drop the link Probably 2 o'clock in the back end on Twitter for anybody, that's in there. So that's where it's gonna be. Then I have stream on next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's the ones coming up. I know this year, but I didn't realize I still have that up, so I will go in and delete it afterwards. But anyways, go to this link and click that. I will see you guys next Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Have a good night.
Cool. Thanks for having me on, dude. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Sorry, the freaking